He wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Now, if you're not familiar with Terrence Howard, he's best known.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. There's no way we're gonna skip past like he didn't just say what he just said. This nigga told him straight up Diddy was trying to fuck him. And we're just gonna skip past that? I guess that's not the worst thing he's done.
Known for.
Yeah, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Notjeraldo, and I am back again with another reaction video for y'all boys, man. Yeah, before the video even start, y'all already know the drill. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Turn on y'all notifications so y'all know when your boy posts, man. If you don't do those things, your mom's a hoe. As simple as that. What was I about to say? I was about to say something, but shit, I forgot. I'll probably remember it later on in the video and shit, you feel me? Today we got another Diddy allegation. Man, I haven't heard nothing from Diddy in a minute. I assumed he was locked up under a fucking jail and they've like threw the key away. They threw the key away. Damn, I can't even fucking talk. But yeah, we about to see what's going on.
Now,
man.
Diddy's name has become synonymous with scandal. The hip-hop mogul, entrepreneur, and music executive has been at the center of multiple disturbing accusations in recent years. But things took a much darker turn back in September of last year. On September 16th, 2024, Diddy was...
Look at him. He just look evil. Like, this is not... This is a face of somebody that's evil. Like, this is a freaky, evil-ass nigga. Like, just look at him. He just got that look. And he look like an alien. He don't look real. Like, that's
Diddy
crazy.
was arrested and indicted in the Southern District of New York. The charges: racketeering, sex trafficking by force, and transporting individuals for the purpose of prostitution. The very next day, prosecutors unsealed a 3-count indictment, and what they revealed was wild. They accused Diddy of running what they described as a criminal enterprise, using his business empire as a front. According to the feds, this operation allegedly involved sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, and decades of physical abuse against women. This wasn't just one case or one accuser. This was apparently a pattern. But here's where things take a twist. An encounter from a few years ago between Terrence Howard and Diddy has surfaced, and this allegation is a little
You know what's
different.
crazy? Terrence Howard has always like kind of creeped me out. Like just the way his mannerisms are and the way he talks. It's like kind of creepy a little bit. You feel me? Like, I don't know if y'all seen this nigga's movies or anything. He's just like, it always seems like he has something going on in his head that's evil. I don't know how to explain it.
Different. And the way
He just
Terrence
has that
tells
look.
it sounds like Diddy may have tried to manipulate him in a very unsettling way.
You know, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Now, if you're not familiar with Terrence Howard, he's best known...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. There's no way we're gonna skip past like he didn't just say what he just said. This nigga told him straight up Diddy was trying to fuck him. And we're just gonna skip past that? I guess that's not the worst thing he's done.
known for playing Lucius Lyon on the hit show Empire, but that's just one part of his story. Terrence has been in some of the biggest films in Hollywood, including Iron Man, where he played James Rhodes. He's also been nominated for an Oscar, and he's been a regular at award shows throughout his career. In short, Terrence Howard is respected. His name holds serious weight in the entertainment world, which is exactly why this story hits so hard. Just a few days ago, Terrence Howard sat down for an interview with well-known entrepreneur Patrick Bet-David on the PVD podcast. During the conversation, the 56-year-old actor shared a personal story about an encounter he had with Diddy behind the scenes. According to Terrence, Diddy reached out to him years ago, saying he wanted to get into acting and asked Terrence to be his acting coach. After accepting the invitation, Terrence met up with Diddy, but right away something felt off.
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while.
According to him, Diddy wasn't really focused on acting. Instead, he was just sitting there staring at him silently, almost like he had something else on his mind. And
Bro, we need to dissect this nigga Diddy's brain and see what the fuck is going on in his brain. Like, and I don't mean to cuss. I've been trying to be better and not cuss. But seriously, like, we need to really dissect his brain and see what's going on in there. Because how do you even feel comfortable doing something like that? Like, and I know what kind of look they're talking about. He's looking at him like, oh yeah, I'm finna take your cheeks. That's the look he was giving them. Imagine somebody invites you like, hey, come help me out with this. And then you helping them, and they just sitting there like this, watching you. Like, yeah, just watching you, licking their lips. Just like that. And all they thinking about is taking your cheeks. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's creepy as hell.
And obviously, if Diddy starts looking at you like a piece of juicy meat, you better start thinking twice about what's really going on.
Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me.
That's when Terrence's assistant pulled him aside and made it clear Diddy wasn't there for acting lessons. He was on a completely different kind of timing. And whatever he had in mind, it wasn't professional. He wanted to fuck him.
Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you.
Now, this entire story has been getting a lot of attention.
And the fact that the assistant says it so casually, like this is normal to them. Like, this is a normal thing that happens. It's crazy.
And this isn't just some random rumor attached to Diddy. This is Terrence Howard we're talking about. And Diddy, he's already knee deep in some of the darkest allegations we've ever seen tied to a mainstream music mogul. But what makes this one different is who it's coming from. Terrence isn't just some up and coming actor looking for clout. He's not chasing headlines. This is a man with decades in the industry, an Oscar nomination under his belt, has been a part of a lot of it.
And I would even feel disrespected, like, you would try me like that. Like, what would make you feel comfortable to even try me like that? Like, if I was Terrence Howard, that's how I'd be thinking. Like, what the fuck? What? That's disrespectful as fuck. Why would you even think to do that to me? Like, you feel me?
A lot of extremely successful films. So when he shares a story like this, it makes people think. And when you really zoom out, this Terrence Howard moment isn't just an isolated incident. It's part of a much bigger shift. People who've stayed silent for years, some of them are starting to speak up. Just a month before his trial is set to begin in New York, Diddy was actually hit with 2 more criminal charges, including sex trafficking and engaging in prostitution. Right now, he's being held inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place that's definitely the opposite of the empire he once built. His criminal trial is scheduled for May 5th on Cinco de Mayo, and with everything coming to light, the interviews, the lawsuits, the whispers from Hollywood, it really makes you wonder how many stories didn't get told because people were too afraid to speak up, and how many more are coming.
I promise you there's way more than we know, bro. Because I promise you he's probably, like, blackmailing a lot of people, too. Like, a lot.
And if someone as known and respected as Terrence Howard is saying this about Diddy, I can't really even imagine what's happened behind the scenes. But here's the thing, right? It wasn't just what he said about Diddy that caught my attention. It was the way he started talking about Hollywood in this interview. I've heard a lot of celebrities speak on the industry, but the way Terrence broke it down, I've never really heard anyone at this level put it like that. He touched on a lot of stuff that really makes you sit back and think, i.e. how things really work behind the scenes, what people are willing to do for fame, and the parts of the game nobody ever shows you. It feels like he was giving people a peek into a side of Hollywood that's usually off limits. And honestly, some of the stuff he said might change the way you look at the whole industry.
The women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything.
This is the kind of conversation
This is why I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was like, I don't understand why people say money don't make you happy. The people who be saying money don't make you happy are like these celebrities and stuff. It's because of what they did to get that money. That's why they're not happy. A lot of them had to do some scary shit to get to that point. You feel me? They weren't just working hard and doing this and all that, and then they got to the point and now they're not happy. That's a lot of the times that's not the case. You feel me? A lot of them aren't happy because of what they did to get the money. So when they be saying money don't buy you happiness, it's because of what they did to get the money that's causing them to not have happiness. Now, you could be like me, a regular ass nigga, you feel me? Work hard, do what you gotta do, get the money. Yes, you know, you're gonna have rainy days and all that. Yes, that's normal. We're all human. That shit happens. But nigga, you telling me if I had $2 million in my bank account right now, I wouldn't be happy? What? If I could go to any restaurant, any store I walk in, I can buy anything in the store without even thinking about it. That wouldn't make me happy? My mom is taken care of. My sisters are taken care of. They don't have to worry about the lights being cut off. They don't have to worry about not having a place to sleep, food. and you telling me I'm not gonna be happy? What? Yeah, you're tripping. You're tripping. And obviously, happiness is different to everybody. But I'd rather have the normal problems I'm having right now and be rich than have the normal problems I'm having right now and still be poor. We all have problems. I'd rather be rich and have those same problems. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me though. You feel me? So when people say money can't buy happiness, it's because of what they did to get the money. Just keep that in mind next time, bro. I'm putting y'all on game
important to touch on, because when you think about Hollywood, there's so much that goes on beyond what we see on TV screens. A lot of the things that happen never gets talked about. It doesn't get posted. It doesn't get televised. You don't really see what a lot of these people who landed these really big Hollywood roles, what they did behind the scenes in order to, get that. Things that they never probably would admit out loud. Like the men who decided to swing the other way because they were promised a role, and so they decided to, put a dick in their mouth, right? And I might sound a little crass right now when I'm saying this, but, these are some very real things that the public just never gets to see, right? Even people in the industry, the ones grinding every day, chasing that breakthrough, most of them don't even know what's truly going on behind the scenes. They think they're getting closer to the dream, but they don't really know what that dream actually costs. In a lot of ways, Hollywood moves like a closed-off circle, almost like a cult. If you're not willing to put some skin in the game or, give some up, you're not really gonna get in. Simple as that. Yeah. And the deeper you go, the more you realize you only start seeing what really happens once you've put enough of yourself on the line, to the point where someone else has leverage over you, because you're not gonna be let through the door. If you being let through this door means you're gonna be seeing all the things that are going on beyond what's on the outside without actually giving up something.
Some freaky demonic shit that be going on. That's what.
And then at that point, you're not in the game, you're owned by it. And that's why I think stories like this are so important. I mean, think about how powerful Diddy is. How many people do you think he's allegedly done something to, who never say a word? A lot of them won't speak up, not because they're okay with it, but because deep down they feel like they can't. Bottom line is, once you give that part of yourself away, you don't really get it back. I mean, you only have one soul in this life, and if you're foolish enough to hand it over to, what certain men promise they'll provide, you might wake up one day and realize that you traded it all literally for nothing. I mean, your soul isn't like a Pokemon card. I mean, you can't really just exchange that. That's the truth though. And I think stories like this can expose more people to what's really going on behind those scenes. Anyway, if you made it this far, you can't leave this video without dropping a like.
Oh man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This shit is just crazy, bro. This shit is crazy. The diddler has to be put down. I feel like jail is not even enough. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but hearing the things he's done, seeing the paperwork and all that, I don't know if y'all have read it. I read a page and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I couldn't even keep reading. But yeah, the things he's done, bro, crazy shit, bro. I feel like the jail is not enough. It's just not. That's just my personal opinion, though. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. As always, go ahead, like the video, subscribe. Y'all been going crazy, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably, because I have 2 channels, this is probably the fastest my channel has grown in a minute. I'm not going to lie. Y'all commenting, liking the videos. I really appreciate it. You feel me? I know a lot of y'all not going to watch to this point, but I really appreciate y'all for doing that, for real, for real. Y'all don't have to leave likes. Y'all are choosing to. So I fuck with y'all for that. For real, for real. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Notjeraldo on everything. It's real easy, real simple to find. And I will catch y'all in the next video, man.